Super teams are as exciting as they are volatile. When you put some of a game's greatest players together on one team, they should be dominant. But sometimes that's not how things work out.
Once we got Nico, I knew that at some point we need to change up the new two players, not the two players, but Kyo and Alu. There was something missing to be the best. We were in 4 to 5 finals with that lineup in that period, but the socially and the clicking didn't really fit in game.
Now that Karrigan has announced that he's been benched from Faze Clan, it's a pretty good time to look back at how the roster started and how they didn't let their first failure define them. Faze Clan added both Guardian and Olafmeister in August 2017, joining Nico, Karrigan, and Rain on a stacked roster. But fans wondered, how would all these big names on one lineup actually work out?
The amount of things that have to work out for a super team to work is really quite staggering if you try and sort of put it all together in your mind. Most of the players, they have sort of certain frameworks that they like to play within. So if you find 5 players that all play within the exact same framework, then probably you're missing, somebody else in the tactics or even on the map. Like what if they don't like playing that position, or they all like playing the same position, just to put it sort of in the most simple terms.
They wouldn't have to wait very long. FaZe played their first matches just 2 weeks after forming at DreamHack Malmö, but things didn't go so well. FaZe found themselves in Group C, arguably the easiest group in the tournament, and on paper, they should have made it out.
Before the tournament started, we didn't have that much practice, and I think one of the mistakes I did as in-game leader was believing that the new lineup would fit into the map pool we had.
First, FaZe played against Ninjas in Pajamas, a team that hadn't seen any serious wins in a long time, but Nip took out FaZe 16-8 on Nuke.
FaZe has been really good on Nuke before that, but me and Guardian never played Nuke basically.
Guardian a single bullet away from death, and it's going to be almost at the hands of Draken, it seems. He was looking the wrong way. Instead, Rez will take him down. 16-8 in favor of NIP here on Nuke as they take out FaZe.
They did manage to beat Mousesports on Mirage, but then they lost to Gambit 2-1 in their decider match.
I think we knew we threw it away, especially in the last game against Gambit.
FaZe was out of the tournament, losing to teams that they probably should have beaten. Even though some of the members were pretty new, the Malmö heat check was a failure. And for a new team filled with some of the biggest names in the game, that could have been a problem. But instead of kicking back and enjoying the hotel minibar for the weekend, the players went to work.
So we went back and looked at the mistakes and quickly realized that Nuke doesn't fit us right now, so we cut that from the map pool.
The greatest way to learn something is to do it. I mean, we did our mistakes, but we have to learn from it, and we have to understand what we did wrong.
The team went back to the practice room at an event they were eliminated from and tried to work things out.
That was the first time I've been in FaZe where actually they all stayed together and tried to improve, and I think that showed the will to win in this team.
Karrigan took stock of the team's preferences and decided to try out a new map pool, one that didn't include Nuke. And not only did the team come together, they started to get results.
That was a honeymoon period, everyone wanted to do everything.
While Malmö was disappointing, FaZe went on an absolute tear afterwards. They won ESL 1 New York and the 2017 CSGO E-League Premier, defeating Team Liquid and Astralis to do so.
That there were 2 players there for Astralis. The flash is in, it's good. Olafmeister takes down Dupree. Now they know where the remaining players are coming from, and it is inevitable. It is over. Zipnik's down to 5 HP, and it's not going to be enough. 16-7 win. FaZe have done it. They are your E-League champions.
And after a string of mostly second and third place finishes, they won the ECS Season 4 Finals. But despite having some really good momentum going into it, FaZe took a heartbreaking second place finish at the Boston Major.
Guardian waits patiently as Cloud9 sets the push up. Oh, it's happened! They made it work! Cloud9 are your E-League Major champions!
Guardian has said that FaZe will be his last roster, and that no roster sticks together forever.
I'm already married, soon some baby will come. So I don't want to be the kind of player that is drowning a lot and then I'm missing the most important years of my child. So I think Faze Clan will be my last home as an active player.
But as other teams, like Cloud9, who beat FaZe at the Boston Major, collapsed, FaZe has stayed mostly intact. FaZe overcame their losses at Malmö and Boston, and their resilience was key to remaining one of the game's top teams, even though a major win proved elusive. Hitting the practice room instead of sightseeing gave them the start they needed to succeed. Superteams, by definition, have talent, but FaZe at Malmö showed us what it takes to turn that talent into a cohesive unit. With Karrigan now on the sidelines, a new FaZe will likely face problems of their own, but showing professionalism and being willing to fix problems early, just like they did at Malmö, could be the key to future success.
Thanks for watching. If you want more great content just like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button.